Greetings, everyone. Welcome to this follow-up for selected ambient works, 85 to 92. I think this album was good. It definitely did not feel like a cohesive work to me. There were songs. I would say there was like maybe 2 to 4 different kinds of moods of tracks on this album, and it works okay as an album, but it definitely doesn't. It feels like it was, arranged and constructed over the course of 7 years, like it says in the title. Some tracks I'm not super into, other ones I vibe with a bit more. So let's go ahead and go into the track by track now. Xtal, classic ambient techno track. I've heard it a lot of times, and an obvious best track on the album for me. Just a nice meditative thing while having a driving force to it. Really good mix of the ambient with the techno, of those two genres kind of coming together. Thaw. I apologize all of my my pronunciations of these. I put down mysterious dystopia office music. It has a nice vibe here, but the high frequency tones are a bit abrasive for me. That happens sometimes with IDM and techno, is like the really high pitched synth stuff. Often in the percussion, although sometimes really high pitched synth comes through. It just kind of hurts my ears, and it's just kind of a practical thing that it's like, it doesn't hurt the composition any. It's just hard to listen to. Pulse width, I like this track. It's maybe more of like a 3.25. I'm always fond of that like instructional science VHS sort of synth. But the wiggly bass backing kind of gives the track an odd flavor for me. Ages Police. I like the urban futuristic tone of this one, and the percussion isn't too clashy, which is always nice for, like I said, techno and IDM. Really nice ambient synth track. Short and sweet. It kind of feels like C418 just sort of copied this sound for the Minecraft soundtrack, which, Godspeed. Do it, man. It sounds great. Green Calcs. It feels like the future cops are chasing me and I'm dodging their laser guns. It's fun and interesting, but not really something I opt to revisit per se. And then Helios Fan. All the elements of this track come together nicely to make like a nice cohesive whole, which doesn't happen on all the tracks here, I would say, but here it does, and I like that nice reverby synth work. We Are the Music Makers. I just wrote down music to decrypt password protected zip files too. Schottky Seventh Path, mysterious track. I like how all of the components interplay, works well, kind of like with Helios Fan. Ptolemy. It's just a weird vibe, and for 7 minutes, it's not my thing. This kind of like synth funk stuff mixed with like a progressive electronic lead synth, or I don't know. It's just not to my taste, but it's fine. Head Film, music to be infected with a zombie virus too, honestly. Delphium, nice bouncy synth track. Feels like it'd be right at home in like a 90s tycoon PC game. And then Actium. I like this one, another 3.25 more than a 3 or a 3.5. It doesn't really come together for me though, but I like the components. So, that's how I feel about this album. Favorites would be Xtal, Ages Police. I love and then Helios Fan, Schottky Seventh Path, maybe Head Film, but it's hard to say. Literally hard to say. Yeah, I feel like I'll probably enjoy Selected Ambient Works Volume 2 because it's a little more drone minimalism kind of ambient rather than this mix of IDM techno beats with ambient synth, which I think works really well in Xtal, and the others mixed results. But as an album, I probably won't come back to this a ton. And I never really usually go to ambient techno when I want ambient music. I'd much rather opt for like Eno or, like I said, something a little more droney. So maybe I will enjoy Saw 2 a little bit more. But anyway, that's my follow-up for Saw 1, directed by James Wan. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, Godspeed.